The world has watched Prince William grow up from a little boy into a royal figure. For years, people have been curious about what lies behind the Duke of Cambridge's calm and composed appearance. Now that he's reached his prime, William is opening up and sharing what many have wondered, but no one dared to ask, giving an unusually raw and honest view into the life of a future king. His story reveals the real struggles of being part of the royal family, and his truths may surprise you. But before diving into his revelations, let's take a step back. How well do you know Prince William? Leave a 1 in the comments if you do. It all began on June 21st, 1982, when Prince William was born at St. Mary's Hospital in London. His birth marked a special moment for the British monarchy, as it ensured the line of succession would continue. Prince William was born to Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, and Diana, Princess of Wales. His arrival wasn't just a major event for the royal family, it was a historic moment for the whole of Britain. In fact, William became the first child born to a Prince and Princess of Wales since Prince John's birth in July 1905, to Prince George and Princess Mary, who later became King George V and Queen Mary. In 1983, at just a few months old, William made history as the first royal baby to travel overseas, joining his parents on a visit to New Zealand. It marked his very first trip abroad. Then, on September 15, 1984, William's younger brother, Prince Harry, was born in the Lindo wing of St. Mary's Hospital in London. Growing up, the brothers spent much of their childhood between two main homes, Highgrove House in Gloucestershire and Kensington Palace in London. Though everyone knows him as William, he had a few playful nicknames growing up. His mother, Princess Diana, called him Wombat, while his younger brother, Prince Harry, would refer to him as Willie. Despite being a royal, William has often stood out for seeming to bend the rules of royal tradition. But have you ever wondered why he seems different? It all goes back to the influence of his mother and his early experiences. Diana was determined to give her sons a balanced childhood, blending royal responsibilities with everyday life. She took an active role in William's upbringing, whether it was dropping him off at his nursery school or joining in on regular school activities. She also exposed her sons to a variety of real-world experiences, from trips to Walt Disney World and McDonald's to visiting AIDS clinics and homeless shelters. William and Harry grew up seeing life outside the palace walls. Diana's hands-on approach and determination to give them a sense of normalcy shaped their upbringing in ways that still resonate today. According to biographer Robert Lacey, William was a lively and mischievous child. However, when he started boarding school, he grew more thoughtful and showed signs of being an introvert. His mother, Princess Diana, didn't hold back when describing him. She would jokingly call him her mini-wise old grandpa because of his mature and thoughtful nature, even from a young age. Diana often shared her feelings with William during his teenage years, and his calm demeanor provided her with comfort and support. Through her charitable work, Diana instilled in William and Harry the importance of empathy and social responsibility. She actively involved them in her efforts, teaching them to care for others and understand the struggles people face. These early experiences shaped William's strong sense of duty and compassion, which became key traits in his life. The public's admiration for William began early. At just 9 years old, he made his first public appearance during a trip to Wales with his parents in 1991. That same year, he visited Canada with his parents and brother, Prince Harry, to celebrate St. David's Day, marking the beginning of his life in the public eye. In 1998, William was joined by his father, Charles, on another royal tour. Although William came from a privileged family and had many opportunities, his childhood was also marked by challenges that shaped his compassion for others. The details of his parents' 1996 divorce were kept private to protect the royal family's image, but it was a difficult time for him. The biggest blow came when his mother, Princess Diana, passed away in a car accident on August 31st, 1997, just a year after the divorce. William was only 15 years old, and his younger brother, Prince Harry, was 12. At the time, both boys were staying at Balmoral Castle. The loss of their mother was devastating, especially as William was already struggling to adjust to life with separated parents. As a grieving teenager, William felt uncertain about whether he could walk behind his mother's coffin during the funeral procession. The moment was a painful and defining one in his young life. During the funeral procession for Princess Diana, William was hesitant about walking behind his mother's coffin. It was his grandfather, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, who gave him the encouragement he needed, saying, "If you don't walk, I think you'll regret it later. If I walk, will you walk with me?" With that support, William and Harry joined their father, grandfather, and uncle Charles Spencer as they walked together behind the procession from Kensington Palace to Westminster Abbey. After their mother's passing, she left an inheritance for her sons. When William and Harry each turned 30, they received around PS 12.9 million from her estate. Additionally, the Times reported that on their 21st birthdays, each brother would receive PS 4.9 million from a trust fund set up by their great-grandmother. On their 40th birthdays, they would be entitled to another PS 8 million. In 2014, the brothers also inherited various treasured belongings, including jewels, diamonds, a tiara, letters, artwork, and Princess Diana's wedding dress. Among the many sentimental items, they received Bernie Taupin and Elton John's original composition of Candle in the Wind, which was famously performed at their mother's funeral. Diana was committed to raising William with a strong education and a sense of social awareness. His educational journey combined traditional royal schooling with more modern and inclusive approaches. This blend not only gave him a solid academic background, but also prepared him to be a valuable asset to the British monarchy. William made history when he began his formal education at age 3, attending Mrs. Minor's nursery school in Notting Hill, London. He became the first future British monarch to go to a public nursery, a decision shaped by Princess Diana, who wanted a more modern approach to royal parenting. At age 5, he moved on to Wetherby School in London and later attended Ludgrove School in Berkshire, where he stood out in both academics and sports. William continued to excel in both academics and sports at the prestigious Eton College after finishing at Ludgrove. While there, he was active on the football, water polo, and swimming teams. Choosing Eton broke with royal tradition as his father and grandfather had attended Gordonstoun. However, the decision to send William to Eton allowed him to pursue his education away from the spotlight. To respect his privacy, the royal family and the press agreed to give William space to study without interruption in exchange for occasional updates about his life. Despite the deep loss of his mother, Princess Diana, he found comfort in the support and well wishes from the royal family. While at Eton, he would often spend weekends visiting Windsor Castle for tea with his grandmother, the Queen. William's conversations with his grandmother often touched on constitutional duties and state matters, helping him prepare for his future role. After finishing his time at Eton, he embarked on an exciting gap year that took him across 3 continents. His experiences included working on dairy farms in England, traveling through Africa, and participating in British Army training exercises. His fascination with Africa even led him to learn Swahili. One of the highlights of his gap year was spending 10 weeks in southern Chile, where he taught English and worked on local building projects as part of the Raleigh International Program. There, he lived like any other volunteer, sharing accommodations with others and receiving no special treatment. In 2001, William enrolled at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. To maintain his privacy, he used a similar approach as he did at Eton. Students were asked not to share information about him with the media, allowing him to focus on his studies without constant intrusion. William, who values his privacy, continued using the same approach he had at Eton to keep a low profile. He initially began studying art history, but later switched his focus to geography. In 2005, he graduated with an undergraduate Master of Arts degree, earning upper second-class honors. His dissertation explored the coral reefs of Rodrigues in the Indian Ocean. Outside the classroom, William's passion for sports remained strong. In 2004, he was part of the water polo team that represented the Scottish National University at a competition in the Baltic region. To avoid drawing media attention, he used the alias Steve among his teammates. His love for sports and his commitment to staying grounded were evident throughout his time at university. From a young age, Prince William was groomed to serve his country and fulfill his royal duties. He was taught the responsibilities that came with being part of the British royal family and was given tasks that would help prepare him for his future as a senior royal and eventually as king. His early experiences in public life were part of a broader plan to equip him for the challenges of being a monarch. One of his first significant public appearances was accompanying his parents on their official tours. Notably, in 1983, he traveled with Prince Charles and Princess Diana on their royal tour of New Zealand and Australia when he was just 9 months old. This visit was historic as it marked the first time a royal infant had joined their parents on an international tour, symbolizing a more accessible and modern monarchy. Although his early roles and responsibilities didn't involve combat, they laid the groundwork for his future, showing how prepared he was to take on the weight of the crown in the years to come. William became a counselor of state when he turned 21. That same year, he made his first official appearance at the Commonwealth Heads of Government Summit, attending alongside the Queen. In July 2005, he embarked on a tour of New Zealand to participate in World War II commemorations. Like his father before him, he had aspirations of becoming Australia's Governor General. After the passing of his mother, Princess Diana, author Tina Brown noted in 2009 that the Queen, who played a significant role in his upbringing, established a private office for William and Harry with David Manning as their advisor. In January 2010, William went on his first official trip to Auckland and Wellington, guided by Manning. The following year, he received a warm welcome from a Maori chief during the opening ceremony for the new Supreme Court building in New Zealand. Crowds of people showed their support for William, even more than they had for his mother in 1983. After a 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck about 30 kilometers west of Christchurch, he traveled to Hagley Park to speak at his grandmother's funeral ceremony. This earthquake followed the devastating 2011 New Zealand earthquake. To expand his journey, William also visited Australia to see the flood-affected areas in Victoria and Queensland. William has a strong desire for knowledge. Inspired by his father, who is a patron of the Cambridge Program for Sustainability Leadership, he enrolled in the Executive Agricultural Management degree program at St. John's College, Cambridge, to prepare for his future role as the Duke of Cornwall. In addition to his royal duties, William has served his country in the military, gaining valuable experience that has shaped him for his position as a senior member of the British royal family. His military career has equipped him with the skills and insights necessary for his future responsibilities. William's interest in the military began early in life, influenced by the long-standing tradition of military service in the British royal family. Both his grandfather, Prince Philip, and his father, Prince Charles, served with honor, which inspired him to follow in their footsteps. In January 2006, Prince William started his training at the prestigious Royal Military Academy, Sandhurst. The demanding program focused on leadership, discipline, and combat skills. He underwent 44 weeks of rigorous training that included physical fitness, strategy, and leadership exercises as a second lieutenant in the Household Cavalry's Blues and Royals Regiment. William was commissioned on December 15, 2006, in a ceremony attended by Queen Elizabeth II and other senior members of the royal family, marking a significant milestone in his military career. During his military career, the Queen granted William permission to serve on the front lines. While he is a royal who embraces risks, he faced some limitations imposed by the government. When plans for him to be deployed to Iraq were leaked by the Ministry of Defense, William instead trained with the Royal Navy and the Royal Air Force, receiving commissions as a sub-lieutenant and a flying officer, which are roughly equivalent to the Army rank of lieutenant. After completing his training, he joined the Royal Air Force at RAF Cranwell, while also serving on HMS Iron Duke. In July 2008, William took part in a significant drug seizure operation in the Atlantic northeast of Barbados. As a crew member on a Lynx helicopter, he helped capture 900 kilograms of cocaine from a speedboat, part of a EUR-40 million operation. In 2010, William completed a search and rescue pilot course with the Royal Air Force and went on to serve in that role until 2013. In September, Prince William announced his retirement from military service, ready to focus on his roles as a prince and a philanthropist. In 2014, he shared his plans to join the East Anglian Air Ambulance as a pilot, continuing to fulfill his royal responsibilities at the same time. Employed by Bond Air Services, which operates the air ambulance service, he became the first member of the British royal family to work in a commercial role like this. By March 2015, after completing his training, he started responding to emergency calls while still committed to his royal duties. Prince William left his role with the East Anglian Air Ambulance in July 2017, bringing a wealth of experience from over a decade of military service to his future roles. Throughout his time in the military, he received several honors and distinctions. Among Prince William's many honors are the Long Service and Good Conduct Medal, the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal, and the Queen's Golden Jubilee Medal, each reflecting his steadfast dedication to military service. Shifting focus to his personal life, we see his roles as a devoted husband to Kate Middleton and father to their 3 children, a role he cherishes deeply. Their love story, which began in 2001 at the University of St. Andrews in Scotland, is celebrated worldwide. Set against the simple charm of college life and the grandeur of royal tradition, William and Kate's romance blossomed into a royal wedding watched by millions. Their story remains a beloved chapter in the world of modern love stories. When Kate Middleton and Prince William first crossed paths, William was studying geography while Kate majored in art history. Their initial connection sparked in 2002 at a university charity fashion show, a key moment that deepened their interest in each other. Kate caught William's eye in a memorable outfit, marking a turning point in their relationship. In 2003, they officially began dating, and during their second year, they made the decision to share an apartment with two friends. Living together brought them closer beyond just schoolwork, allowing them to get to know each other in a more personal setting. Despite their growing bond, they managed to keep their relationship under wraps, choosing to stay low-key while in college. Despite trying to keep their romance private, Kate and William were often spotted together at classes and university events. After their graduation in 2005, however, media attention grew intense, making it difficult to stay out of the spotlight. Being linked to a royal meant Kate was soon followed by paparazzi, and her family also became regular topics in the news. In 2007, the couple decided to step back, putting their relationship to the test. Their desire for personal growth and the pressures of public life reportedly led to the split. In their mid-20s, both still had personal goals to achieve before settling down. But ultimately, they realized their bond was too strong to walk away from, leading them to rekindle their relationship and start anew. Later that year, William and Kate grew closer, strengthening their commitment to each other. During this time of personal growth, Prince William asked Kate to be his wife. In October 2010, on a romantic trip to Kenya, he proposed using his mother Princess Diana's engagement ring, a beautiful sapphire surrounded by diamonds. This meaningful gesture honored his mother's memory while symbolizing the future of the royal family. Clarence House officially announced their engagement on November 16, 2010, sparking joy across the UK and beyond. Their grand royal wedding took place at Westminster Abbey on April 29, 2011, coinciding with St. Catherine's Day, a public holiday. The ceremony captivated an estimated 300 million viewers worldwide, with 26 million Britons watching live as millions celebrated this cherished moment in modern royal history. The wedding was a beautiful mix of royal tradition and personal style, with dignitaries from around the world in attendance. After the marriage, Queen Elizabeth II honored William and Kate with the titles of Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, symbolizing their new roles and added responsibilities within the royal family. Together, William and Kate have welcomed three children: Prince George, Princess Charlotte born May 2, 2015, and Prince Louis born April 23, 2018. George, Charlotte, and Louis are third, fourth, and fifth in line to the British throne. They also have two beloved English Cocker Spaniels, Lupe and Aura, who bring extra warmth and joy to the family. The couple focuses on creating a loving and stable environment for their children, balancing royal duties with family life. They often involve George, Charlotte, and Louis in public appearances, giving the public a look into their family life through carefully chosen events and official photos. This glimpse into their lives has made them even more beloved. Alongside their family and royal responsibilities, William and Kate have wholeheartedly embraced their roles as senior members of the royal family, dedicating their efforts to various charitable causes. Their philanthropic work focuses on early childhood education, environmental conservation, and mental health. Through public engagement and advocacy on these important issues, they've become influential figures who resonate with people worldwide. Their commitment to service reflects a modern approach to the monarchy, establishing them as compassionate and dedicated leaders. The love story of Kate Middleton and Prince William feels like a modern fairy tale, beginning with a university friendship that blossomed into a cherished royal partnership. Despite challenges in the spotlight, they've shown unwavering dedication to each other and to their roles within the royal family. Their journey, marked by both personal and official commitments, has inspired people globally. Prince William has also taken on significant diplomatic and royal duties, further reflecting his dedication to both his family and the public. As a senior member of the British royal family, William's duties include traveling globally on diplomatic missions, representing the Queen at formal events, engaging in charity work, attending ceremonial functions, hosting gatherings, and representing the British government abroad. In the spring of 2022, William and Kate took a diplomatic tour of several Caribbean nations. Although high expectations surrounded the tour, it faced mixed reactions, including the Jamaican Prime Minister's statement against the Queen's role as head of state and a schedule change due to a protest in Belize. However, the public warmly welcomed the royal couple. On May 6, 2023, William participated in King Charles' coronation, where he pledged loyalty to his father. Should King Charles ever be unable to fulfill his duties, William, as the heir, would take on the role of regent. Though regents cannot change the line of succession, they can fulfill nearly all of the monarch's duties if needed. The royal family is expected to stay politically neutral, although as Prince of Wales, William has more freedom in expressing his views than he would as king. In February 2004, he called for an immediate end to hostage-taking, greater humanitarian aid to Gaza, and a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel. One of William and Catherine's first trips as newlyweds was to Canada in 2011, where they visited Ottawa, Quebec, Prince Edward Island, and Alberta. Their tour was warmly received and reinforced the strong bond between Canada and the United Kingdom. They took part in Canada Day celebrations and visited various communities and organizations. In 2012, they embarked on a tour of Southeast Asia and the South Pacific in honor of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, visiting several nations and marking the special occasion with international outreach. The 2012 royal tour in celebration of the Queen's 60-year reign included stops in Singapore, Malaysia, the Solomon Islands, and Tuvalu. This tour honored the Queen's milestone and strengthened diplomatic ties in the region. Highlights included visits to cultural sites, meetings with local leaders, and participation in traditional ceremonies. In 2014, Prince William, Catherine, and their young son Prince George went on a widely publicized tour of Australia and New Zealand, marking George's first official overseas visit. They visited cities like Sydney, Canberra, Wellington, and Auckland, attending formal events, supporting local charitable organizations, and engaging warmly with communities. Many view this tour as a testament to the close Commonwealth relationship. In 2016, William and Catherine visited India and Bhutan, where they explored notable sites such as India's Kaziranga National Park and landmarks in Delhi. They met with local leaders, promoted conservation efforts, and took part in celebrations paying tribute to India's rich cultural heritage. During their visit to Bhutan, William and Catherine met with Bhutanese royalty, including King Jigme Khesar Namgyal Wangchuck and Queen Jetsun Pema, strengthening diplomatic ties between their nations. They showcased their appreciation for local culture and ecology by trekking to the famous Tiger's Nest Monastery. Following Brexit in 2017, Prince William and Catherine toured Germany and Poland, with stops in Berlin, Heidelberg, Warsaw, and Gdansk. Their itinerary included attending cultural events, exploring historical sites, and engaging with government leaders. In 2019, they embarked on a high-profile visit to Pakistan aimed at enhancing bilateral relations and celebrating the country's rich cultural heritage. Their travels included stops in Islamabad, Lahore, and the stunning northern regions. During this trip, they participated in community outreach, visited schools, and raised awareness about environmental protection, climate change initiatives, mental health, and homelessness. Prince William has long been a passionate advocate for ending homelessness and raising awareness about mental health. Inspired by his mother, Princess Diana, who was known for her kindness and compassion, William has carried forward her principles and experiences in his work. In 2009, he co-founded the Royal Foundation with Prince Harry, which reflects his dedication to supporting those facing mental health challenges and homelessness. The foundation has funded various initiatives aimed at tackling these issues. In 2016, William, Catherine, and Prince Harry launched the Heads Together campaign, which seeks to remove the stigma surrounding mental health and encourage open conversations about these topics. The initiative aims to transform the national conversation on mental health. Recognizing the importance of mental health in the workplace, William has also supported efforts to improve mental well-being in professional environments. With the help of Catherine and Prince Harry, he established Shout in 2019, the first 24-hour crisis text line in the UK, providing immediate support to those in need. Shout is a text messaging crisis hotline that provides free, anonymous support to anyone in need, serving as a lifeline for those who may hesitate to seek help through traditional channels. As Prince William dedicated himself to these causes, questions arose about his relationship with his brother Harry. Did Harry ever feel any jealousy? Keep following to see how William's commitment to fighting homelessness unfolds. Fighting homelessness is a cause that deeply resonates with Prince William. He has continued his mother Diana's legacy by leading initiatives to support homeless families and individuals. Diana was a patron of Centrepoint and often took her sons to shelters, allowing them to witness the struggles faced by those experiencing homelessness. This experience profoundly impacted William, especially after he spent a night sleeping outside in the UK to better understand the challenges involved. In 2005, following in his mother's footsteps, Prince William became a patron of Centerpoint, a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping homeless youth find stable housing, education, and employment opportunities. Through his advocacy, William honors his mother's memory while making a difference in the lives of those in need. Prince William is actively involved with Centerpoint and has also supported The Passage, a London-based organization dedicated to helping the city's homeless. His first visit to The Passage with his mother took place in 1993. He contributes by fundraising, raising awareness, and supporting charity programs that assist the homeless in finding housing, food, and other essential resources. As for his relationship with Prince Harry, the two brothers were once very close, sharing a strong bond rooted in their shared experiences. They have been through a lot together, especially following the tragic death of Princess Diana. However, in recent years, the once tightly knit siblings have been seen pursuing their own paths more independently. Even after William and Kate's wedding, royal household staff and courtiers continue to collaborate with both brothers to manage scheduling and communications, reflecting their ongoing commitment to their royal duties despite the changes in their relationship. After Harry's marriage to Meghan Markle in 2018, the dynamics between the brothers began to shift. In January 2020, Harry and Meghan announced their decision to step back as senior members of the royal family, choosing to reside in California, seek financial independence, and live a more private life. This choice, commonly referred to as Megxit, marked a significant turning point in their relationship. Reports suggest that Harry and Meghan's move to North America and their abdication of royal duties created tension and dissatisfaction within the family. This shift exposed underlying disagreements between William and Harry regarding their royal responsibilities. The situation worsened when Harry and Meghan publicly shared their experiences, leading to further strain in their relationship. In a widely publicized interview with Oprah Winfrey in March 2021, they discussed serious issues, including allegations of racism and a lack of support for mental health struggles. Harry's remarks hinted at ongoing tensions with both his father, Prince Charles, and brother, Prince William. However, William has largely kept silent about his brother's situation in public. Following the Oprah interview, he did not mention Harry during a conversation with a reporter at their father's coronation in 2023. Royal sources indicate that William still harbors feelings of anger regarding the circumstances. His brother is distancing himself from the royal family and sharing their differences. Because of this, experts believe a reunion is unlikely. The brothers don't talk much anymore. Do you think these once close siblings could find a way to make up in the future? Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with the latest news about your favorite celebrities. See you next time.